Greetings everyone, this is Spin. In today's episode, I'll be doing the final episode of the Chex Quest series, the original trilogy. I'll be playing through Chex Quest 3, Invasion, on Extreme Ooze difficulty. So, let's begin! So to start things off, we're going to go over here. We're at this IFC Central Command. And we got a bunch of Flemoids waiting for us. Yeah, take him out first with this starter Zorcher. Gotta flip the switch. So we need to grab the blue key first. Yeah, you don't get a lot of ammo, so I'm gonna finish this guy off with the spoon. Oh, snap. That's rude. So we flip the switch right over here, grab some ammo and the blue key. And don't miss this little Flemoid that's hiding in the back there. So we're going to go back to the starting area where the blue door is. And it's clear that there's an intruder alert. Go to the door next to the yellow door. And if you look over at this galaxy here, the swirl, you get some armor. And of course, with the upgrade, Zorcher, we're still tight on ammunition, so I'm going to use the starting pistol here. And now we got the yellow key. And let me clear the room first. We really don't have a lot of shotgun ammunition. Now over here in this curtain, we get our rapid Zorcher. And might as well grab the armor pieces here. Because why not? Boost those numbers up. So we get more large Zorcher packs. Go through here. Wrap around. Near the starting area, there's the red door. Need to go up the elevator. We got some Flemoids over here, and we're in a dark area. Very tough to see, but we got some night vision goggles over here. Which is very useful in this area. Our last secret will be over here, where we get a Zorch pack, double up our ammunition. And now we got the red key. So now let's go back and go the same route as before so we can, well, use the red key. And we get a new Flemoid type, which is basically a reskin of the Cacodemon. And now at the top here, now here's the ship, which will be our exit. So that's the Central Command. A lot tougher first level since you don't have as much ammunition to work with, but still pretty simple. So let's continue to United Cereals. Alright, we are now at the United Cereals. Basically Chex Quest version of the UN, so And it looks like the Flemoids are here to cause some division, so we don't need that here. Yes, Rapid Zorch from the start, in case you didn't get it from the previous secret in the last level. And we got our Zorch propulsion pack, the propulsor, I should say. And we're out of ammunition for the Rapid Zorcher. Yep. I'll top it up. And now we got the Phasing Zorcher, Plasma Rifle. I'll go back here to get the blue key. I'll go back. And look, we got a Cacoflemoid over there. There he is. Tanky little boy. Okay, so we need to get the red and yellow keys. So we'll take the door that's to the right. There's a cool rocket ship. Go through the teleporter, take care of all these Flemoids. And they have taken full control of the United Cereals. Secret area over here for some more armor, which will just lead us back to the previous area. We don't have the red or yellow key yet, so we're gonna have to go back. So go through the hallways, and voila, yellow key. Probably should have grabbed this one first before I went to the secret, but it'll get there much faster. So I'll just use the secret to arrive quicker. So turn around, and here's our yellow door. Second secret's behind the locker. Flip the switch and we unveil behind the chalkboard the satellite dish. And another room with some ammunition and Flemoids. And over here is our red key and our supercharged breakfast. So let's head back. More Flemoids, and off to the Chex Metro. And the Metro has a lot, and I mean a lot of Flemoids. So many Flemoids, it's not even funny. So let's clean house. And you really don't get a lot of ammunition considering how much of these you get. Look at this, man. I still don't have enough ammunition for all of them. Alright, that's the United Cereals. Reaching the right here, a lot of high enemy count for the second level of the game. And a lot of key hunting too. So, Off to the next one. Villa Chex. We got some much needed ammunition, and now we got a new enemy type. They're a melee only type, kind of like the Pinkies, or those Flemoids are on their little UFO that doesn't shoot the projectile, the small ones. I could sure use my spork with those guys. So we're in the villa. I'll also go ahead and pick them off over here through the fence where they can't get me. Because why not cheese it? They're a little more tankier than the other variant of melee Flemoids. Oh, you try to get the jump on me. Yeah, that Flemoid I just transported back. The weaker melee variant. Alright, you can't access that door. And that's if you want to pick off some more Flemoids through the window. Okay. Flip the switch. Which opened this area right here. And we jump down here and we got another Cacodemon variant. 2 of them. And we now got the blue key. Takes us back to the starting area over here. Now we got more of these guys. That's still not enough. Now over here, we have the vineyard full of Flemoids. Lots of grapes. Oh, great. They turned the fountain into a Flemoid fountain. Disgusting. Now, there's the yellow key. It's over there, guarded by the wandering Flemoids. So let's go down there. It's a mini maze. Not quite like the maze from episode 2. If I could find the entry point. There we go. That leads to fruit. More food. Dang, I'm getting lost in here. There we go. There's yellow key. Alright, now that we've acquired a key, let's head on over to the yellow door. But before we can continue, our first secret area is through this vent here. Very easy to miss. And we get a rat suit over there. We're going to be needing that later on. Not quite yet, but soon. So let's get through all the plantation here and go through the yellow door. Some lesser Flemoids. Activate the paint over here to get to the second secret. And we got the laze device. Once again. So let's go over here. Deal with some small fry Flemoids over here. Go to the left door. We got a good chunk of Flemoids over here. And we need the red key. So flip that switch so we can go out here. Grab the red key. Oh, there's my Zorch. My Spork. How did I forget about it? Yeah, my Super Boot Spork. Most OP chainsaw reskin ever. So let's go ahead and put it to use. Gonna need to save the ammunition anyway, since there's really not a whole lot to work with, especially in this episode. I mean, it makes sense that the third episode, or the final episode of Chex Quest, would be the most difficult. So there's our slime-proof suit, which will help us get through all this ooze. And now we got a boss battle. And painfully easy boss battle. And that's Village Chex, very big level with a lot of enemies. Lots of them. Really put you to work there. And we got our boot sport too on top of it. Now it's off to the Provincial Park. Now normally I would do the boot sport challenge here, but this level has so many enemies for me to do that, so I'll skip that challenge. Let's look at all this. I don't know the name for that Flemoid, but the speedy melee ones. Right now, let's just go ahead and clear the room, or the fields, I should say. Because we got a lot to work with. And I guess I'll use the boot spork on some of the smaller fry. Now this is more manageable, although one managed to get a hit off of me. I may reserve the boot spork for just the small fry since they keep getting hits off of me. Then again, we don't have a lot of shotgun ammunition. Yeah, this episode really forces you to be resourceful. I guess I'll use the boot spork just this once. Okay, there's a supercharged breakfast over there, which we can get through by going through the crack in the wall. So yeah, that's our first secret. Now we need to go back, since we flipped the switch, which opened this fence area over here. A lot smaller fry than the previous area. There's an elevator over there. We're not going to take it just yet. And the reason for that is because the blue key is over here. Now we can take it. Let's go over here. Grab our phasing Zorcher. It's not a secret area. I'm still going to go over to the other end here, because looky here. Secret area. With some super armor. So let's go through the blue door. We got more Flemoids to zap. Yeah, 4 shots to take that buddy out. 3. Honestly, the same type as the Pinky. It's just that they're bigger and faster. And you're getting boot sporked. So are you, might as well. On both of you. Alright, there's the yellow door. Some rocket ammunition. Alright, take care of all of these worms with the boot spork. Doesn't make sense to waste all your ammunition on these fellas, especially the small fry. Where did you come from? And there's our yellow key over here. To get it, you just flip the switch on it. And it'll lower. And now we got the yellow key, so let's head back. Alright. Got 3 of these speedy guys. And we still got some more. Now over here is the Chex Lodge. Now click on the grandfather clock to get the next secret. Some armor and health bonuses. And now it's off to the Chex Lodge. Grab a little H2O, hydration matters. And we need a red key. So we need to go into the basement area. Flip the switch, but over here, open this up to get the next secret, which has access to some mines. Which gives us another supercharged breakfast. And let's see, I'll flip the switch. Which opened this door over here. And once again, we gotta deal with the Caco. The Caco Flemoid. Now here is my least favorite part of the stage, the final area. We get these Lost Soul reskins over here. Yeah, Lost Souls, everyone's favorite enemy from Doom. Good time to use the boot spork since I really do not want to waste all my ammunition on these suckers. Although they're being quite aggressive today. Let's go ahead and just use my rapid Zorch. Oh, they're all over the place. Oh, they seriously trapped me in the corner? Alright, I got him in the spot where I want him. Okay, just lure. I'm just gonna lure them all here. But boy, are they being a pain in my butt. I'm gonna pull a risky move here. And just look how many of them there are. So annoying. Okay. Cleared most of them, but then we got the other side here, and we still got one more secret. So we go through here, very easy to miss secret. We get another laze device. Woot! So let's go down carefully, because look at these buggers. They're all over the place. There's more over there. I'm gonna pull out the big guns just for them. Oh, that could have been dangerous right there. I noticed you don't get a lot of rocket ammunition either. Alright. You've been zorched. And that cleans up the entire... Not exactly. Good lord, just when you think you got them all, more show up. And since this is GZDoom, I have to... They count to the tally, so I have to get the kills off these little buggers. If it was any other source port, that wouldn't be the case. I can skip these flying little buggers. Wrap around, make sure I got them all. Okay. And that's the last guy with the face. And that is, yep, that's all of them. So yes, Provincial Park. Another high-level stage with a ton of enemies. Our introduction to the pesky Lost Souls, or the Flemoid version of that enemy. Thankfully, it's only 5 levels in it in this episode, so you don't have to see them that often. At least they showed these enemies in episode 3 instead of early as episode 1. So now it's off to the final stage, Meteor Spaceship. Ah yes, the grand finale. And right now we got a crap ton of these Flemoids waiting for us. Because they are guarding their leader. So we flip the switch. I'm sorry, this one right here. We gotta deal with these cacos. And I don't have enough rocket ammunition, so I'll just have to use my plasma. Yeah. So we need to take the elevator up. And from the starting hub area, as you can tell, we need to get all 3 keys. There's the blue key over there. It's a Flemoid key. Oh yeah. Save the heavy ammunition for later. First secret is over there. We get our Zorch repulsor. I mean, we're not gonna be using that weapon a lot since the ammunition. There's not a whole lot of ammo for it in this episode. So now that we got the blue Flemoid key, let's hop on down and move back. Now we gotta flip one of these switches here. Uh-oh, that's the wrong one, clearly. That's not the right one either. Yeah, you have to flip a specific switch before you can even go anywhere. See, that one opened the door here. I'm just gonna boot spork a bunch of these enemies since they're melee only anyway. Plus, I need to save the ammunition for bigger fish, such as this one. And also for this next part, too. Look at this. Big crowd of Flemoids. Might as well use the laser device. Because why not? And then we'll take out the rest of them. I also grab the glass of water. That's why we could always stay hydrated. And look at that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna single out the imps, the armored ones, that shoot the projectiles. Then boot sport the rest. And speaking of boot sporks, there's one over there. So let's go ahead and grab all the ammunition in this room. Flip a switch. And now we got the yellow phlegm key. So it's time to head back. And we got more of these Flemoid worms. Again, Flemoid, boot spork, boot spork. Alright, room's cleared. Go upstairs, we get a bunch of Flemoids in the computer room. I'm gonna get my laser device ready, because we got a big old green one over here from episode 2. And of course he's a pushover with our laser device. Now one of these computers houses another laser device, in case you didn't get one from the previous levels. Safe to say that is not a problem for me. So let's continue here. Yeah, these green things are explosives. You can shoot them to take out some of these Flemoids. Now I have a 3-way path here. More of these disgusting floating Flemoids. Not that many of them, so I'll just go ahead and boot spork them. And there's our red Flemoid key. Flip the time switch. We can, interact with it, and you get the red phlegm key. And that's the last key. So let's head on back and finish the level. We're almost done. So we have 2 doors. You have to get the switch open. Have some of these imp variants, some armor if you need it. Flip that switch and go over here. Take care of the big boys. Get this laser device ready. And finish the rest off with any weapon of your choice. And of course, grab all the ammunition you need, because this is the final showdown right here. Let's go! Take care of the big baddie with your big laser device. And just like that, we have completed Invasion. With one final blast, you zorch Lord Snotfulus back to his own dimension. Against all the odds, you have single-handedly foiled the invasion. You truly hope that the Flemoids have finally learned their lesson and will never again return to the serial dimension. But if they do, you know you will be ready for them. So yeah, the end. So that is Chex Quest 3 Invasion. By far the most difficult episode in the Chex Quest series. You have high enemy counts on the Extreme Ooze difficulty, and not a whole lot of ammunition to work with, especially in the early levels. So really, you gotta be really resourceful starting out, but once you get past, say by the 3rd level, 4th level, you get more ammunition, more weapons to work with. And of course, once you get to the final level, it's pretty much a boss level at that point. You just gotta deal with a lot of crowd control. It basically throws everything at you at that point. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Chex Quest. We sent the Flemoids back to their planet, and we saved the serial dimension. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.